Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to ElectroDrive News, where we dive into the world of electric vehicles and sustainability. Today, we're talking about a shocking study that reveals just how widespread misinformation about EVs is even among owners themselves. According to a recent University of Queensland-led study published in Nature Energy, people around the world have fallen for some serious misconceptions about electric vehicles. In fact, it turns out that even those who own an EV are more likely to believe false claims than not believe them at all. We're talking about things like the idea that EVs are more prone to catching fire, that they don't produce emission savings, and even that they emit electromagnetic fields that damage our health. The study looked at data from Australia, the US, Germany, and Austria, places where electric vehicles have been popular for a while. And what did they find? People in these countries were more likely to agree with misinformation about EVs than disagree with it, even when it went against their own experiences as owners. Now you might be thinking, but I've heard all this stuff before, and I know the truth. Well, let's take a closer look at some of the claims being made. First off, EVs are not more likely to catch fire than traditional petrol cars. In fact, data from the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency shows that EVs are 20 times less likely to catch fire. That's right, electric vehicles are safer on the road. And if you're still worried about emissions, let's talk about carbon debt. Research from Carbon Brief found that it takes less than 2 years for a typical EV to pay off the carbon debt from its battery. And when we look at the full vehicle life cycle, CO2 emissions from an EV are around 3 times lower than an average petrol car. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about electromagnetic fields? Don't they emit some kind of radiation that's bad for our health? Well, let's set the record straight. Research from fact-checking organization Science Feedback found that electric vehicles do indeed generate low-frequency magnetic fields, but there's no evidence to suggest these fields have any impact on human health. So what's behind this misinformation? According to Professor Matthew Hornsey from the University of Queensland, it comes down to a conspiracy mindset. People who believe in conspiracy theories are more likely to accept false information about EVs. And when we look at the way we consume information, whether through traditional fact sheets or online sources like ChatGPT, it's clear that misinformation can spread quickly. That's why education is so crucial here. We need to make sure people have access to accurate, reliable information about electric vehicles. At ElectroDrive News, we're committed to bringing you the facts, no matter how hard they may be to hear. And if you're an EV owner who's fallen victim to misinformation, don't worry, you're not alone. The good news is that it's never too late to learn the truth and become a more informed EV enthusiast. So join us next time on ElectroDrive News for more in-depth analysis and expert insights into the world of electric vehicles.